The pushback, meanwhile, is coming from Africa. Lawyers in Nigeria are suing China. They want $200 billion in damages for the loss of lives. But that's not the only battle being fought. Africans are also fighting growing racism in China. Videos show Africans in China being attacked and harassed. They're being forcibly evicted and face discrimination over the spread of the Wuhan virus.
The clamor to make China pay is growing louder. The latest on the list is Nigeria. A group of Nigerian lawyers is suing China. They want $200 billion in damages. Reports cite a statement. The damages are being sought for the loss of lives, economic strangulation, trauma, hardship, social disorientation, mental torture, and disruption of the normal, daily existence of people in Nigeria. The lawyers have a two-phase action plan. First, go to the Federal High Court of Nigeria, and then persuade the government to sue China at the International Court of Justice. Africa's anger against China is being fueled by the racist attacks Africans are facing in China. They are battling discrimination and stigma. Social media is awash with videos. This one shows a Chinese police officer harassing an African man. Another video shows a group of Chinese men attacking an African, with a woman shouting out for help in the background. The exact context or what transpired before and after the video was shot is not clear. Racism and xenophobia are on the rise in China. Reports say thousands of African origin people have been left homeless after being evicted over fears that they could be spreading the coronavirus. This is apparently linked to a cluster of COVID-19 cases in the Nigerian community in the southern city of Guangzhou in China. The African students residing in the area say they have been subjected to arbitrary quarantines and forced evictions. Mohammed, a Guinean student in Guangzhou, narrates his ordeal.
When you go out, people run away from you. It's very terrible. You will be like uncomfortable to stay in that country. So every time your family is calling you, asking you about the information, how you are living here, and then how you are struggling. But there is something you cannot tell them because they will feel bad. They will start crying and they're worrying about you.
The African Union earlier this month expressed its extreme concern about the situation in Guangzhou and called on Beijing to take immediate corrective measures.
Nigerians were worried.
Several African ambassadors in China have written to the country's foreign minister over the discrimination faced by Africans. But the hands of these governments are tied. Most of them have taken billions of dollars of Chinese loans. Nearly 2 decades of lending has made China Africa's top creditor. Between 2000 and 2017, China's government, banks and companies lent some $143 billion to Africa. The continent now faces multiple challenges: repaying China's loans, fighting China's virus, and dealing with China's racism. The pushback has begun. The lawyers in Nigeria seem to be leading the way.